I know what you're saying, Hayes. You can talk as long as you're not saying anything about anything personal.
Is that what you do to start?
I just take a drink because I'm thirsty.
Okay, let's
What do you think I should draw?
a capybara. Us.
And draw you guys?
Yeah. Holding a capybaras. Baby capybaras.
Let's see what I can draw.
Yeah, let's go. Come on. Oh, let's go inside.
What's up on this shit? Hey there, Bayman Polar. I'm just figuring out what to draw. If you want to jump in and give me a suggestion, feel free to.
Look at that heart up there. Painting. Yeah. So cool. I did it. Yeah, I know.
What have we got here? I was about to ask you what we were drawing, but I just heard your answer. Looking forward to see what you're going to figure out. Thanks. I think I've got like just drawing two characters, but if you've got something that you want me to draw, just throw something in there and I'll see what I can do. I'd like to put my own little twist on it. So I was thinking this is like some sort of punk rock dude with his hair up. Put some earrings in here. Just clean this up a little bit so we can all see. I do have some COPIC markers here that I brought down. See how we go. maybe put a tongue here. Put a little piercing in the tongue. I've never had a piercing in the tongue. That sounds painful. I've had an eyebrow piercing once. Thought I was the coolest kid ever. Don't know if that ear would sit up there normally, but we'll deal with it. Okay, so then do the piercing first on this one, just to see if we can. In this chaos drawings, I have no idea what the next step is usually, so it's not like I'm trying to plan it out most of the times. Like this.
Who are they?
You two.
Okay, I did being that person.
You guys are just punks. What are you eating?
Cookie.
What cookie?
The mini cookies.
Oh my gosh, you guys are such punks. You literally are punks.
Can I have really long hair and not a mohawk?
Yeah, nah.
Make us both have mohawks.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Which one's me?
They're not really you guys.
Definitely that one.
No, I definitely that one.
Okay.
Okay,
Let's make her have a buzz cut.
no. Wait, am I a man?
What are these people saying? Let's see. I heard you mention punk rock, and that could be a microphone in the front of his face. You never know how amazing thing comes out until you just start doing it randomly. You're right. Jameris 58 Gilliam. It's sort of how I go about when I'm doing these sketches. If I'm doing other ones,
Hello.
and I got my
Hello.
daughter and her friend
Hello.
flopping around in here. No.
Hey.
All right. Bugger off, you two. Oh, that's right. This bleeds the ink. I haven't used these in a while. I use other ink for it. Alright. a little bit of punk blue hair. And we can. So when I've done the, if you see, I've done the shadows on the interior of the mouth in the direction. So if I was going to do them here and do them lightly lighter, and then I'll do them thinner, softer, and closer together. So it gives a little bit of a different shadow type because I'm just doing hatching for these. If I was doing like sort of some sort of, oh, this is real dry, some sort of shading, that might be different. Little moon crater. Then if we had a rope that was all the way around the moon, it's tied, and someone's hanging down there, we'll figure that out in a bit. Yeah, I got rid of those two little punks. They're always up to some chaos, those two. Super fun. I love chaos fun for the summer. All right, what kind of hair are we going to do for you? Maybe we'll do a different type of mohawk. Just stick with the punk theme. We'll do that really sort of generic one. Like this. Little bebop and rocksteady mohawk. These ones, nice to add a little bit of texture there. We'll come down, bring this back. Then we'll go back this way, bring it in. Like this. But move it with the groove, move it with the flow. And then let's do a little bit here. Let's do, we'll do green hair. There's a lot of bit coming out here. I'm not going to use Copics with this ink. I'll have to do that a different time. They're just too bleeding it out. It's not as fun. All right. Let's do this, put them on two thin necks. And then, what's something that a punk crew could do, you know? That would be sort of opposite of what punk people would do. And people are multifaceted, so just because you like to dress punk, you might like going to a Sabrina Carpenter concert. Just because you love Sabrina Carpenter doesn't mean you don't like Rancid. Just because we're allowed to have more than one feeling or enjoy stuff. And I feel like when I was younger, I got stuck. Like, oh man, I'm a skateboarder. I have to feel this way. I have to do that. But as I got older, I'm just like, I love skating. I love that stuff, but I also love this other stuff. Give this guy a bit of a lip down here. He's got a big chin. He's got a little chin. Give this guy some freckles. Let's give this a little top lip here. All right, so maybe they're like at a movie and they have popcorn. Let's make this popcorn like this big popcorn box. And then popcorn's like everywhere, flowing over. But what we might make, we'll put a face here. I love creating inanimate objects. I'm just gonna maybe like, I'm roughing this out just so then I know what I'm sort of doing. Maybe over make this and the popcorn trying to get away, maybe. Maybe there's a soda here in between them. There's a little straw. Maybe they're at a rom-com because they love it. Maybe there's some like happy tears coming out. Okay, so what I might do is cheat. Just give a little, just fingers here, and just a little, show the fingers there a bit more. And then we'll do the same here, but we'll bring this down. So he hasn't been able to eat any popcorn yet. Just make sure that I'm not missing any comments. There we go. All right. Maybe they're not at the movie theater. Maybe they are at a fair. And this person, guy, they, them has just won a massive toy. So we'll do it so we can. Again, I'm roughing it out. I don't know what that is going to be. It could be a fish, could be a bear. I can always add stuff to it. A unicorn, a narwhal. But I'll just sort of rough it out so I know how that's going to work. I can hide the arms and that behind here. Put some irises in here. If there's anyone here left, let me know what you think, what that should be. I might work on this for now while I think about it. Oh, I'm going to add a little shadow here just to show there's a little bit of depth in it. What would get stuck on the moon? Is it the cow? Maybe it's just a rocket. That's not working. I'll figure out a way to make that work. Let's go back here. Clean this up. But let's go like, put the tongue out here. Let's put a popcorn on the tongue. What
You
do you
said you wanted to be that one. I want to be the popcorn. I do speak popcorn.
You can't be the popcorn.
Why?
You can't be.
Why?
I'm just kidding. It's a drawing. You could say you're that binder for all I care. You don't. Doesn't matter
Is
what
that
you
a
think.
cow?
But what's going to be a cow that got stuck jumping over the moon?
I could only tell because of its udders.
Udders? Yeah. It wasn't a great one. I'm going to try and fix it up, but I wasn't committed to it yet.
Okay, tell me over here. Yeah.
Hey crew, anyone that's new watching, I'm just chaos drawing. If you guys think of anything that I can add, please let me know. This all started with me just drawing two kind of circles here, and so now I've got these punk people that are eating popcorn, and they were going to be at a movie. Now they're at the like a fairground, and that's going to be a toy. And then this over here is just a chaos cow. How can we get this cow to work? Looks like a pig a little bit there. So we can bring that down. Oh my gosh, this is terrible. I should have looked at a cow. The COPIC? I don't know. Got these two punkers in here. Okay, what next? Can we make this? That would be a little bit more funny than the punkers got. All right, let's just try something else. When I chaos draw, I do not care which direction it goes. Sometimes I do, but normally I don't really care. Put some stars up here. Just so we know. All right, we got that. What's something else that I've got up to today? We can do this. Draw a bus. I'll make this rule. Get a little. I've given myself a project of to create on the channel where I recreate album covers in just my style. It has nothing to do with the album cover that was there before, just stuff that I enjoyed. So one of them is the album, or the band Sublime, for their self-titled Sublime album. And I really loved that as a kid, but I've got this little car, this van going over. You could have maybe whatever strap to the top is like really stretched out. Trying to hold on. And then if it's stretched out, what would be stretched out? Sorry, hold my breath trying to do that. I'm just going to make this a surfboard. Really stretched, like it's wool. Quick little fun sketch for surfing. Big teddy bear. Okay, I can do with that. So let's got this. You just cap a little bit so we know it's a little bit fluffy. And bring the eyes around. I want these eyes to feel very still. I don't want to give them much character because I don't want it to feel alive. And very generic ears. A little one over here. This through here. Just darken this out. It's a sketchbook, I don't need it to be perfect. So what I'll start doing is add these things in. And a shadow back there. But one of the tricks that I tried to make this feel a little bit more toy-like, you start adding stitching, where they would have to stitch it up. Usually I add double stitching just so it looks more deliberate, but it depends on the time, depends on the type of toy. And then I'll go like that. I don't know if I have anyone watching. Boing.
Yeah.
Maybe these got bigger. I think it'd be interesting if one of these turned into an octopus. I don't know if my skill level's at that though. Or patience maybe is more the best. What else could we add in this wild thing? All right. Little weird pencil. Maybe do an eraser. It schools out. Pencil, eraser. If anyone's watching or listening, give me something to draw in these sections. Or this section. I can do this as well. If I can.
Oh,
Yeah, mate.
I watched your live thing.
Oh, did you? Oh, was that you? Awesome. How come you didn't give me a suggestion?
That's me.
Oh, why's that? Any. Looks a little different. my eyes closed. I'll see if I can come up with something out of that. It really brings out the blue in those. What can I bring out in this? Give this little shadow under here just to separate it. A little bit of this. Sometimes they don't work.